What's up, guys? It's Blake Moody with another episode of the Moody Minute. I already went through what we're doing on this show, talking about stuff I like, I don't like, fun news, cute news. Generally good things, but in general bad things. Everything that's ailing me to everything that is making me feel good this week. Let's jump right on into it. Oh, I'm getting sick of subscriptions. Real sick of them. Every place, every service, anything now has a damn subscription fee to it. You can't just buy and own anything anymore. I think it's getting frustrating, especially with other apps like Amazon and even Apple TV Plus having extra subscriptions built into their model, so you can watch whatever's on their platform, but you can also pay extra to get a little bit more per month. I think we've hit a point now where we need to move past this. There needs to be a threshold. At what point can we own something again? At what point are we just paying for a subscription for everything? I mean, for anything you could watch. Like, at this point, it's almost to the point where if you own a subscription for every service, it may as well be cheaper to just have cable. Like, when are we going to get driven back to just owning cable boxes and turning on the morning news and, oh my gosh, getting onto getting just rotational content again? It's like we've hit a wall where everything you do comes with an extra subscription fee. Honestly, though, now that I'm really thinking about it, cable also has this. Oh, pay a little bit extra and get HBO. Pay a little bit extra and get the Spanish channels. Pay a little bit more and get all these extra sports channels. To what end? To what end do we just include these things in your package? To what end do you just get to keep these things that you enjoy? I'm starting off strong today. Woo. It's driving me crazy. I'm very much over the whole subscription fees, hidden fees. Oh, we're bumping up the price of Netflix next month. Are you giving me anything better? Nope, but the price is going up. Price is going up on everything, but you're not getting anything different out of it. Just whatever they feel like giving you. Actually, they take more things away than they give you. Oh, this is leaving the platform this month. Make sure to watch it. Oh, that's leaving the platform this month. Make sure to catch it. No, keep it on. I'm paying for it. I've already paid you for it. You guys get to now pay to own that content so I can watch it and enjoy it. That's on you. Not on me to pay $4 or $5 extra a month to get less. No, we're not doing it anymore. Oh, that is my super heated tangent for the beginning here. Holy cow, I came in strong on that. I mean, speaking of corporate entities and corporate ridiculousness, why are their social media accounts getting cringier and cringier by the moment? Every single day we get new tweets, new threads, new this, new that from a social media brand, or from a brand that has a social media team, and it's so bad. Nothing kills a trend like a brand jumping into it. There are very few that actually keep up with the times, that stay relevant. Like, you got, I don't know, I feel like at one point Wendy's and Taco Bell had some good teams. I haven't really seen anything about it recently. But you jump onto any of them, you get like even Robin Hood's failed Super Bowl ad back in like 2021. They were like, "Oh, we're all investors. Everyone can be an investor. Unless you're trying to do AMC or GameStop, we can't do that because that's going to screw over the real investors." Oh, yeah. See, I'm losing it on corporate entities this week. Another one that got me was when back in the 2020 election, Gap released that hoodie that was red and blue, red on one side, blue on the other, and they're like, We can move forward together, guys. No, not with that many differing ideologies. You are out of your freaking mind if you think that anybody is going to jump into a red and blue hoodie for the sake of being a, a friendly force for the red and blue parties here. And then they may have the gall to post it on Twitter or X or whatever the heck it's called with the laminated face guy. Oh my gosh. That's another one here. What's another Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A, I mean, they're already always cringe. You know, they homophobia aside, let's talk about their chicken. It's soggy. It's unseasoned. It's bad. If you live and die by it, you're an idiot and you have no taste. And I don't care what you think. Everything you say is null and void after you say you can love such tasteless, textureless nonsense. All right? If I hear that that's your favorite place, like I said, all politics aside, you're just a moron and you have no taste. And therefore everything you say after that is meaningless. It's not going to make it any further than, oh, in the ear, out the ear. Oh, yeah. We're jumping into it heavy today. Man, we're going right now. We're going hard. I've had a lot of corporate gripes this week. Oh my gosh. AI chatbots for customer service? How the heck is that making the customer experience any better? Who's out there being like, oh, I want to talk to a bot that has no idea what I'm calling for? It just ends up rerouting you to the person you want to speak to anyways. They're just a barrier. Nobody wants to use them. Nobody wants to talk to them. Nobody wants them. Stop using them. If you're listening, corporate entities out there, quit giving us nonsense in the form of social media fees or customer service. We're all done with it. Give us more human interaction. Yeah, I don't get it. Why would you want a robot to try to help somebody when you know damn well that they need help now. They need support now. Actually, if you guys have any fun stories on that, I would actually like to hear. I bet there's plenty of people out there who have dealt with the frustrating side of AI chatbots for their customer service and how frustrating they can be to even talk, text, anything, to even communicate with them. It's like, you're not getting what I'm saying. Who are you? What have you done? Give me help. Give me support. I'm drowning here. I'm drowning over here. Oh. Yeah, I had a lot of corporate gripes this week. I'm not sorry for it. They're pissing me off. Corporate entities and their leaderships are making me angry. And I hope somebody hears this. And I hope it pisses them off. Y'all are a bunch of dinguses. Oh. Let's move to something fun. Let's talk about some music. You know, we always talk about music. I like to highlight good music and good trends that are occurring. One in particular that I'm happy has kind of always been a staple in music production, and the sampling community is utilizing 90s R&B, just like any samples from 90s R&B tracks and modern tracks. They just help drive a certain level of nostalgia. They help bring people, honestly, sometimes back to a time that didn't even exist for them. It takes you to an outer world experience. Gives you a chance to really sit and be with your thoughts and take it in. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping we see that trend happen more in hip hop, electronic music, house music, rock. I mean, we've seen it a lot in rock as well. I think we should Mostly, like, I guess Tame Impala, like, that's, like, the main one. They're a really good use case of or good, case of use of sampling older tracks and making them even more nostalgic than they were when they came out. You just you just wanna long for a time that never really existed for you, I guess, or a time that maybe you didn't even live through. For me, I was born in the middle of the '90s, so it's like I don't really remember much from that time besides, like, all the kid stuff I was doing at that time. And I think every time I hear songs like that, even though I wasn't really listening or proactively trying to listen to those songs, it takes me back to the moments. Takes me back to my childhood. Takes me to moments in my mind or my memory that maybe didn't even exist. Just makes me feel and long for that time that I never thought was as prominent in my life. If you guys got any good samples or good uses of that, leave them in the comments for me. I would definitely like to hear some new music. I'm always looking for it. I'm always looking for new recommendations. Anything, anything that can get my happiness back. You guys just heard my blood pressure go up in the first half of this or the first bit of this. So I could definitely use I could use the music. You know, hit me up with some. I appreciate y'all. Let's spotlight an artist here. I've got one for this week. We're going right back to Tennessee with this one. Back to Tennessee, Memphis this time, not Nashville. We got a band, Black Hippie, formed in 2018. It's like a kind of like post-punk, kind of a indie rock vibe. We've got, they got a good sound. They have like a really authentic, like almost like tone to them. They seem to they have their stuff together. The band itself is it's formed by a few members here. We got Josh Shaw, the lead guitarist and vocalist, Casey Rittinger, the drums, Maddie Turner, rhythm guitar, Tyler Marbury, the bass. Um, yeah, they're trying to show that black kids can be weird too. That's their vibe. That's what they're quoted saying. They're trying to kind of break down the barriers of like coolness to nerdness, but also kind of expression. A lot of people I feel like don't like put those two together. I feel like oh, there's an all black band and they make indie rock. Like that's a barrier I feel like you don't really see or a collaboration in life that you don't really see. And it's good to see them breaking down those barriers and tearing down those stereotypes. That's what we're looking for in bands. For what I read, it started as kind of just a solo project and escalated to this big band and these big ideas. They wanted to break into the indie music scene and show black kids they're not alone and that they can listen to this music and appreciate it and go to these shows and feel a little bit more outside of their element and have kind of representation in that space. Um, that's a good thing to have. Well, a lot of genres are, I would say they're easy to get typecast into for a lot of people. Oh, you're this, you should be that. Oh, you're that, you should be this. It's like you should play like that because I see you that way, and that's how my mind is. That's the unconscious bias behind most people is they typecast people into the music groups that they think they should be or act like or represent. Um, that's good. They're here to kind of highlight mental health, being free, expressing yourself in different mediums. I feel like we could definitely all take a note from that. Lots of headbanging, lots of energy, lots of hype. That's what we like to hear. More screaming, awkward stage banter, faster and angrier. Black Hippie, everybody, check them out. I believe I'm a little off on this. I had to put up some extra notes. They just had an album drop. It's called Basketball Camp. One of the songs is If You Feel Alone at Parties. I think we've all definitely been there. We've all felt alone at parties. Give them a listen. Good high energy, good vibes, everything you would want to see in a band like them. Black Hippie. BLVCKHIPPIE. Give them a listen too. What's next on my agenda, you guys? I'm kind of flying through it today, but I'm kind of wanting to. I want this episode to be quick because my last episode was with my boy Cake. You can check it out. It's about an hour and a half long, and it's an interview of everything from diving to the food to the life on the island of Puerto Rico and everything he's experienced in his journeys. Definitely worth checking out. He has a story about saving a man's life that was insanely compelling and insane to hear. Yeah. What's some good news and bad news we've got? I guess I'm starting this one with, I guess there's a little good news. I mean, I guess scientists are developing some edible packaging to reduce some waste. That's always a good thing. They don't want sea turtles choking on 6-pack rings and straws. It'd be better if the food could just be, or if the material could just be eaten. We all know we're carrying around our metal straws now, right? I wish I had a metal straw. I ain't buying that though. I hate the paper straws too. Whoever decided on that being the replacement of plastic straws, also a dingus. Who's doing that? Who does that benefit? Who's happy with that? Yeah. Let's see if they can reduce some plastic pollution though in this case, with a good idea, not paper. Something that won't get soggy within 10 seconds of me putting it into my drink. Hopefully it hits mainstream markets and hopefully it finds its way to the fast food places that I was complaining about a few weeks ago. God forbid they charge you for the new consumable straw. An extra 10 cents on your purchase. You gotta pay 10 cents to be environmentally friendly now. Actually, that is the case. Here with bags, it's 10 cents a bag in California. You gotta pay to be more conscious. So at that point, just get a reusable bag. I guess this is me being a hypocrite because I could just get the metal straw and not have to bitch about that. But where do you get a metal straw? Somebody let me know, please. I'm losing it today. Some good news? No. We got bad news? No. Yeah, we got bad news. Airlines charging for carry-ons. That used to not be the case. You used to just be able to bring on a carry-on. Did the planes get heavier? Did people's bags get heavy? Did we forget how to balance out weight on the plane? That's crazy to me. Why is that fee going up? What are you charging for really? What's the best case and the best practice of charging somebody for an extra bag that 10 to 20 years ago they would have just been able to bring on anyways? I've seen some places where it's like, oh, if it's smaller than this, then you don't have to get charged for it being a regular bag. And it's like fits within the size of an envelope, so you have to like compress your bag using one of those like vacuum seals. You just like vacuum it all up and make your bag flat as can be, just so you can fly with some of your other goods on the plane and make them more accessible to you while you're flying. It's nonsense. Who's thinking of these ideas? Because whoever it is, call me and let's have a talk. Let's break it down. Let's break down the reason and the cost. I have some words for you. In better news, there's been a rise of community gardens and vacant lots around the city. I had one good case. Oh, lordy. Yeah, here in the area, actually, over in Compton, they raised $127,000 to save their community garden back in 2023. That's huge. We need more moves like this. During World War II, there was a community garden over in New York that actually provided, I think, 40% of the food to the area. That's crazy. Imagine if we had more local gardens and community centers. The burden of that wouldn't be on on farmers and corporate entities as much. It would be on the people in the city and, helping out each other. I think it's good. There's a good positive impact of these local gardening initiatives. I think that helps bring people together, teach people responsibility, teach the community to be responsible for their food, and just generally be there for each other. Because if I eat, we all eat. That's the way it should be. Some good mental health benefits as well, because you're getting to hang out with your neighborhood, your community. You're getting to be with people and talk about your week and lift each other up in a way that otherwise would be missing. And you get to experience building and creating something together as a community, as a family. It takes a village mentality. And we need that more. We need more community building out here, because people are getting too isolated and individualism is not serving us. Yeah. Join your local garden area or gardening center, community garden, whatever it's called for you in your area. Join it. Help each other out. Meet some good new people and have a good time. Another good news. This year, a dog with wheels won Pet of the Year. Our good friend and best boy, Dyson. He won Pet of the Year at his local shelter. Him and his siblings were found as strays, and they were brought to the shelter when they were 4 months old. And he couldn't walk. His back legs, they didn't work. So they got him the surgery, and they got him some wheels. And now he's out there living his best life at the shelter. So they're still waiting for someone to adopt him, but he's a good boy. And he's at the Humane Society of North Texas. So, anybody out there looking to get a dog with the most advanced tech ever, and the happiest heart, and the kindest soul, check out Dyson. I think that's a good thing. It's good seeing the people pull through for the pets. All they want is love, and all we want to do is give them love, and I think that they deserve it. Yeah. Good boy, Dyson. All right. What do we got here? Just some hot takes I've been going on recently and been talking about with everybody. Work from home should be a pretty permanent option for everybody at this point. Obviously, there are some jobs that don't allow it. I understand that. But most jobs, if there's an office, it can be done at home. You don't need to be there. The only con of remote work, truly, is that you do miss out on seeing people occasionally. But if you build the community garden center, you don't have to worry about that. If you're involved in some part of your community, you don't have to worry about it. I feel like the work from home actually even promotes you to get out more, because you could spend more time outside, working on your place, meeting people, getting some new hobbies, things that we could all use. I think we all need that. I know that there's like some places that offer like, oh, we have hybrid. No. Just let people go home. They don't need to be there. You're just micromanaging. I'm really on a corporate tangent this week. Holy crap. Every single thing I've written down is on a corporation to some degree. I'm ripping them apart this week. They're making me angry. Let your people work from home. Quit overcharging me. Actually, you know what? If you didn't have to pay for all those office spaces, you probably wouldn't have to upcharge us. You're really losing out by having all that extra space. Then we could convert your old office to a community garden center. Bada bing, bada boom. Everybody wins. Oh, Lordy. Oh, man. Reboots. Is anybody else as sick of them as I am? Reboots and remakes of older shows and movies. Just start making some new stories. Get a little smart. Learn how to write. Learn how to do something other than take a concept that's already been written and redoing it. We need new stories. We need new content. We need new ideas. Stop regurgitating everything. It's doing nobody any good. And it's making people, honestly, a lot more divided than it would bring them together. As we saw with the last few Disney remakes. We don't need any. Stop remaking stuff. Make a new story. Get some new interest. Live a little life and write a little bit newer ideas. That's what we're all looking for. Do I think some might be justified? Maybe. I do. I've got high hopes for the Lilo and Stitch live action remake, but based on how a lot of the remakes have been going, not higher hopes. I just hope that they do better than what they've been doing. Oh Lord, it's driving me up a wall. People, I feel like companies are just getting really unoriginal. They ran out of ideas years ago, and they've got these CEOs and bosses and managers that just they don't know how to be smart. They don't know how to create new ideas. They don't know how to innovate. We don't have any innovators left. We've hired a bunch of soulless beings to lead. Get your soul back. Bring us back to an era where new things are being made constantly. That goes for every part of this corporate conversation. Y'all are killing me with the unoriginality and the just god-awful malpractice of humanity. Fix yourselves. Check yourselves before you wreck yourselves. Oh, yeah, all right. That about does it. I was going to do another notable event in history, but I'm running out of time, and I'm also running out of patience with all these things. With that, make sure to leave any comments below, wherever you have it. Make sure to, leave some stories. Leave us some experiences. I'm looking to start sharing some listener stories on here about, festival experiences, terrible first dates, unexpected travel disasters, really whatever. I'm just looking for y'all to share a little bit more. That's what I'm here for. Oh. Yeah, with that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay blessed, not stressed.